Running up in the hallway.
My mom said I look pretty in this shirt, so I feel like I should do a live stream. All right. I really just actually want to go to bed. Oh, I got a text message. I really just want to actually go to bed, but if I don't at least make myself do two podcast update work sessions a day. Osceola the Oracle just called me commitment master. That's funny. Yeah. If I don't at least make myself do two, I'll never do this. I really actually am. Hey, you guys, I actually just said, like, are you ready to be quiet?
Huh?
You guys just told me you were going to be quiet. You lied. They lied to me. I might want to think about getting up at 5 in the morning and, like, if I got up at 5, like, I could get, like, maybe 2 done before anybody gets up. I'm gonna suggest that to myself tonight, and then I'll see what we think. Oh, let's get some ice cream and bowls and clang them about. All right. So, anyways, I do actually look really pretty in the shirt. I'll just show you. It's got flowers. It's kind of grandma, but also kind of botanical princess. Oh, I should share my broadcast. I should share my broadcast to Facebook. So anyways, I am on Facebook. I'm on Facebook if you need me. No, I'm not available on Facebook for you. Okay. So the podcast that we're going to listen to tonight is Dive Into Your Shadow. At least that's what I wrote back on May 17th. All I wrote in the description, so this is why I'm going back, because my description is like really limited. All I wrote is good morning, attend to your shadow, ask for help, see clearly, and attract a magical life. ... Eventually, lol, after you deal with your shit and do your energetic healing work. Hey,
Watch it.
Watch it. Language control, please. An Oracle deck, Magic of Flowers by Tess Whitehurst. That's all I wrote in the description. That's not acceptable. That's not enough. So I have to go back and update it. So I did a good job this morning. High five, Sadie. I did a real good job this morning. Just wanted to say that out loud to myself. Hi, Dinero Pornada. So I'm going to do it again tonight. So you may or may not want to hang out with me, and it's okay if you don't. But for the next, I don't even know how long. I don't even know if this is physically possible for me to do. But for many, many, many consecutive days, I will be doing live streams like this. I'll talk a little bit at first, and then this morning, I shut up. Once that we started playing the podcast, I had to shut up and listen, because that's what I said I was going to do. And but I did stay busy in the chat. I stayed busy in the chat. Why don't I share this to Twitter, too? My Twitter is dead. Does anyone have anything good to say about Twitter? It's just inflated BS is what it is. That's my personal opinion. I'm live right now. Dash, please come and join me! Exclamation point. Yeah, I just feel like Twitter's inflated BS because you like see accounts that have like 120,000 followers or whatever, and then they tweet something. They can't even get 50 likes. I think Twitter gives people followers. That's what I think. I think Twitter gives people followers. Like they just inflate accounts to make them look good. Like they'll have 100,000 followers. They can't even get 25 likes.
That is BS.
It's bold.
I just don't like tweets sometimes.
I don't even like Twitter. But I just tweeted. I'm also going to follow Emma, Devoted Pagan Witch Mother, back because she followed me. So I follow everybody back. If you are on Twitter, please follow me.
Don't do anything.
If you are on Twitter, follow. Holla, I'll follow. I have 33 followers, and I'm following 33. I don't know if it's the same, though. Like, I don't know. So anyways, just like this morning, I will stay active in the chat. Okay? So, look, hi. So I will end up commenting in my own live stream. All right, that's the plan. That's the plan. And I also go over here on my computer and I edit. So that's what we did this morning. That's what I'll probably get up at like 5 in the morning and do more of, because I think there's 127 episodes to this podcast, which is a lot, guys. It's a lot of episodes. Here, let me go to my episodes here. So I'm going back, I'm updating, 127. That's what I ended up doing. And I've done one, I've got one done so far. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. So let's just math here for a minute. There's 127. So we'll just say like 130 because like that makes it seem easier. Like really, if I just did 2 a day, where's my friggin' calculator? All right, so let's just see how awful this might be for me. All right, there's 127 and I just started today. Quit SOSing me with the light. All right, divided by 2, it will take me 63 and a half days. Okay, that's not acceptable. All right, 127 divided by 3 would take me 42 friggin' days.
Times 85.
I almost need to have like some days where I do 5.
That's a lot.
What is that? Oh, are those my stats? Is that my graph chart? Yeah, if I could somehow do 5 a day, which I haven't even done 2 yet. I'm only on my second one. I could wrap this up in 25.4 days. So I'm just saying, I really might maybe just have to, like Monday's my busy day, but like if like 6 days a week, 5 days a week, I could do 5, I could really do this. But anyways, what's our hurry? We're eternal beings. We have nothing better to do. And so how's everybody doing? I will say hi and listen for a moment. What happened today? Did anything good happen today? Did I just scratch my neck? But yeah, so my shirt is pretty. My mom said I look pretty in this shirt. And it really is, because look, there's all these flowers. So yeah, definitely granny-ish, but kind of botanical princess. I'm not gonna lie, kind of feel like that. Okie doke. So this morning we did relationship rescue. That one caught me off guard a little bit, especially when I announced that I had gotten the idea to do Herb Oracle when I was pooping on the toilet. What? I literally was like, I said that out loud? I don't even remember that. Is that how I got that idea? I guess. But that was way back in May. And how funny how we forget things that are completely embarrassing. Yeah? Anyways, hey, sometimes those good ideas come, like just, you know, the release and then the idea comes in and the poop comes out. I mean, like, but really, like, whenever I heard myself say that, I was like, no, don't talk like that. All right, so anyways, I'm glad you found that funny. So tonight, though, I'm going to make myself and anyone who wants to listen dive into your shadow. So mind you, this was only the second episode of the podcast. So I was still trying to like kind of figure out maybe what I was doing with that podcast. I didn't even understand really why I was doing a podcast. And it seems like I used The Magic of Flowers by Tess Whitehurst. So it'll be kind of interesting to see because like the very first day, I just wanted to talk about plants, but my plants wanted to talk about my dysfunctional life. I was like, great. So who knows what this day has in store. So I encourage everyone that's around me in the house to wear their soundproof headphones so
I
that
don't have any.
we'll just wear your headphones anyways. Nobody needs to be listening in on this stuff. I'm gonna grab this deck over here. If this is indeed the one that I use, this morning it was fun to grab the card. We'll look through the deck and find the same cards. I'm not sure when I would have started the Laws of the Universe. Yeah, I don't even know. So anyways, if you want to check out the podcast, just go to whatever podcasting platform you enjoy listening on and look up Herb Oracle. That's my podcast. And my other podcast is Herbal Marie, which this shirt is Herbal Marie. Sure. All right, so anyways, on that note, thanks for checking in. Thank you. And we are going to listen to a past version of myself. How do I find it even? How do I even find my own podcast? Let's see here. I need to go to Herb Oracle, go to the feed. This is on iTunes or Apple Podcasts. Sometimes I call it Apple Tunes. Dive into your shadow. It's 49 minutes long. Ugh. And that was the thing this morning that I was like, this is too long. So it's okay, you guys. This is so I do it and I live stream while I'm doing it. And I don't fall asleep because I'm probably not going to fall asleep in my own live stream. I don't know. I mean, I might, but I probably won't. So anyways, we're going to dive into our shadow. Thanks again for checking in. And here we go. Here we go. Now you got to probably listen to the ad first. All right, let's see here. Shout out to my sponsor. What's up, Anchor Radio? Anchor is a free app that you can download today to start a podcast of your own. Yep, it's absolutely free and it makes podcasting super easy. You can make a little money from your podcast. You have everything you need to make a podcast in one place, and then Anchor will distribute your podcast for you all over the place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, how's it going? Sometimes it just doesn't feel good sometimes when you don't have a plan. But other times you make your dandelion root tea, and it has a little quote on the tea bag tab, and it says, "There is pleasure in the pathless woods." So shout out to Lord Byron. Shout out to Lord Byron. You'd be called, if you were born today, you'd be called Brian. There is pleasure in the pathless woods. So yeah, we are definitely off the path here. What are your intentions for today? Ooh, do you have any? Or are you on a pathless woods? Of course, intentions are a little different than goal setting, I would say. But
as far as my morning show goes, you know, I was like, should I do it every day or should I take the weekends off? And so that was really fun for me to get that little message in my teacup today because, yeah, why do I feel like I have to only follow a certain path that's already been tread upon? And, you know, that never works for me. So I thought, good for you. You're going to learn something. All right, so we're going to dive right into a message today because some mornings we got to get through this quick. We got to get that message. So I'm going to work with a deck from Tess Whitehurst called The Magic of Flowers. Yeah, it's an incredibly energetic deck, beautiful cards, and then maybe we'll know the title of this podcast. I was thinking Ego Get 'em. So I want to ask the Magic of Flowers right away, what could be a great topic for us to talk about today? And we get Dahlia, which is a message to attend to the shadow. All right, so we are going to talk about our shadow side this morning. And that really could be ego get 'em, because where do you think your shadow lives? So what I'm looking at here is a beautiful dark, it's kind of a dark card.
Yeah.
It's a blue, dark blue card. There's a beautiful woman in a red dress. She's got dark skin and dark hair and a dahlia flower in her hair. She has a metal arm bracelet like up near her shoulder. She's got a matching gold belt. Her eyes are closed and she has one hand on her heart and one hand down near her lower chakras. And she's got her eyes closed and the wind is blowing her sheer scarf. And her crown in the sky is illuminated with this lit, lit dahlia flower. So this is definitely a card to lay eyes on when I post a picture at Herb Oracle. But she is going within. I hate to follow up with this on such a beautiful card, but this card basically says it's time to deal with your shit. That's what it says. To me, you know, it's attend to the shadow, go within, and deal with your shit. Like, quit pretending like you do not have healing work to do, like you haven't been hurt, you don't have a negative side. Like, who do you think you're fooling? Not yourself and not the universe and not, you know, your soul, that's for sure. So we are here in our bodies to deal with all aspects of ourself. I'll quit trying to say to deal with our shit, because it doesn't have to be all bad. But don't fool yourself by running away and turning a blind eye to anything negative about you. You know, the greatest light lessons in learning can come when we dive into our shadow, or just accept our shadow, right? Sometimes I would love to be nice all the damn time, okay? I would love that. I would love to have a heart of gold. I would love to be this. I would love to be that. But let's be real and, you know, admit that we've got some things to attend to. So this card could also mean dreams, mystique. It could also touch upon occult wisdom. This is definitely wanting to put a light on the sweetness of shadows and the transmutation of emotions. How does that feel? Does that bring up anything inside of you? Well, for me, it makes me realize that, you know, we do have dreams, ones that we dream while we're awake and while we're asleep. Mine right before I woke up this morning were hilarious because I set an alarm to get up, but I didn't actually set a sound alarm. I'm just using the vibrate. So, you know, if anyone needs that little tip, if you hate waking up to an alarm, just set it on vibrate only. Like, trust me, it still wakes you up. Might take 30 seconds extra and you'll be like me. like all of a sudden in my dream, the phone started ringing. I'm like, could you please answer that? But really, it was actually my phone vibrating on the dresser beside me. So
So funny.
anyways, this card is wanting us to know that we are empowered to change our circumstances for the better and create, you know, the life that we want, the conditions that we want. So yesterday, I can't help but remember yesterday, speaking of getting called out on things we need to deal with, you know, our relationships in life, which everything is relational in life. I mean, you have everything in your life is based on relationships. Did you ever think about that? Like friendships, you know, work relationships, family relationships, your relationships with plants. Like, that's how you know yourself. Everything is relational in the world. If it was, you know, if it was just you in your reality, well, you wouldn't know yourself. So we need relationships of all types. So anyways, we can turn anything around. So anything that's what we learned yesterday. Like anything we create negatively, we also have the ability to create positively. So this wants us to deal with our painful emotions, pretty much, right? This wants us to deal with our insecurities and our negativities. This card, Dahlia, wants us to deal with our shadows so we can get unstuck and move forward in the direction of our dreams, of our intentions, our inspirations, the things that we just think would be so nice to do. Like, wouldn't it be so nice to have loving relationships? Wouldn't it be so nice to have an abundance of energy? Wouldn't it be so nice to be, just motivated and inspired and guided? I love being guided. And right now my ears are ringing. I feel like I got lots of energy coming in. So this card is saying that, you know, we chose to incarnate here, right now, in order to learn, grow, and evolve. And sometimes we like take a look at our life and we're like, oh my God, this is awful. Like, why? Why is this happening to me? But from your soul's perspective, it's like, good. I hope you learn a great lesson. I hope you take away insight. And like our soul's happy for us to be having this growth. So anyways, let's talk about the shadow today. Dang. This is definitely going to be, you know, a jump off from yesterday too, because, you know, we have to go within and clear our energy field, and especially if we're going to go within and be honest with ourselves and, you know, be honest what we need to release. That's a big thing. Like, what do we actually need to release in our life? And how can we feel our feelings fully? See, that's the thing. Okay, all right. Let's be real here. Good morning. Let's be real. We're all pretty much aware of what issues, problems, shadow things that we have going on, but they never go away, right? Why is that? And I think it's because we don't ever allow ourselves to feel them fully. Like, we know we've been hurt and betrayed or whatever, but we don't actually, I'm pounding my hand, we don't actually allow ourselves to feel that frustration, anger, and just, like, you know, it gets too much. Like, if we have grief in our life, you know, do we allow ourselves to just be so deep in the grief that it's just almost too much to bear? No, you probably just let yourself feel a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, but you don't actually allow yourself to feel the feeling. And same thing with, like, positive things too. You know, on a positive side, like, some people, like, okay, I'll feel a little bit happy and I'll enjoy and celebrate my accomplishments a little bit, but I don't want to do it too much. Like, I don't want to jinx myself. Like, there are people that do that, and you don't realize how you limit and hold yourself back. But we're talking about the shadow. So feel your feelings, like 100%. If negativity comes up and you're just like totally irritated and annoyed, just take a minute to really like acknowledge that feeling and feel it, and know that it's coming up for a reason. And then, you know, once you feel the feeling, it'll cool down a little bit. But if you keep suppressing it back down, then it's just going to come up again at a later date, probably more intense, and then you're going to notice, right? So sometimes it's just better to feel the feelings, not suppress the feelings, and, you know, then you can see where that goes. All right, so let's get a sip of our tea. Let's drink a little. I'm drinking roasted dandelion root. Yes, let's get that. So I just was sipping my tea, laughing to myself. That, yeah, like, nobody's gonna want to come hang out with you in the morning if you're just gonna make people feel their feelings and work on their problems. But hey, I imagine there is going to be a handful of people that are going to get to the point in their life that, yeah, you're going to realize it's time to do this. Yeah, for you. It's definitely, as I stutter along here, it's definitely past time. Like, if you've been just putting on, you know, if you've just trying to make everybody else's life around you nicer by not dealing with your work that you have to do, your inner work, it's time to just, you know, okay, drink your tea. Okay, so let's stick with the Magic of Flowers deck. And let's ask, all right, fine, we get it. We got work to do. I sort of feel like we should ask for clarification, like, okay, what specifically do you think, I mean, there's so much we could work on. What do you think specifically you could point us in the direction to? So let's just see here. Let's see what my cards want to talk about. Maybe some specific shadow work. I'm gonna go top and bottom on this. Okay, so I have these laid out. I'm kind of doing a layout from left to right here. So I've got the Dahlia card. She's looking towards these other two cards that I have face down, and this could be what she's going within to feel about. I was gonna say to think about, and we do need to think about, you know, attending to our shadow to a certain extent, but what we really need to do is feel. We need to feel about this. So let's flip over these top two cards here. Okay, we've got Lily, the Orange Day Lily, and she is sitting there, you know, with her legs crossed and her hands up and her eyes closed and her chin up, looking to the sky. And this has a message to ask for help. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Like, that's always funny, like, yeah, cards, that's what I'm doing here, I'm asking for help. No, but this is like, you don't have to go at this alone. You have, I mean, I'm not saying you don't have friends and family and things that could help you, but even more than that, you have guides, you have angels, you have plant allies, you have the herbs, you have all types of resources in the spirit realm to ask for help. You have your higher self. So as we go within to feel this, we could ask, you know, help, please guide me in the direction. Like, please show me, ooh, be careful before you agree to this. Please show me what it is that I need to work on. So I think we're like revving up to have a full moon in Scorpio. And even if you don't ask, like, things could come to the surface this week. Like, oh, you're gonna know what you need to work on. Okay, so Lily is saying ask for help. Dahlia is saying, okay, we need you to attend to your shadow. Lily's just gonna come in through, roll it with her sweetness and pepperiness. Do you ever eat a daylily? They're kind of peppery. And she's saying, ask for help. Okay, let's see what the card down here is. Ooh, dang, Datura. All right, so we have Lily saying, ask for help. And on the bottom, we have Datura, D-A-T-U-R-A, Datura. She is, this is also a nighttime card. Okay, so it's like Lily's like, ask for help, but you're going to go back into the night. She's looking into a crystal ball. She's got some Datura flowers in her hair. She's sort of like on her knees, like in front of a window at night. Her dress is all sparkly, and she's looking into this crystal ball, and it's illuminated. And Datura is all about true motives. So this could be like you asking yourself what your true motives are. Like if we were doing a reading about another person in your life, we would question their motives. But this reading is all about you, right? All about the individual. So this message is saying, what is your true motives? Like, what is the motives of your shadow self? Why did you create this? How did you think, not that it did serve you to create this, but how, like, what was the motive of creating that? Like, were you trying to control the situation? Were you trying to control your life? Kind of interesting. All right, so I can't wait for you to see these cards, but it's left us with a little, All right, so Datura could also talk about astral travel, concealment and invisibility, discernment, divination, enchantment, and magical power. But Datura counsels you to look beyond the surface and into the depths to see what lies beneath. So I kind of just feel like Dahlia is saying, attend to your shadow. Lily has said, ask for help. And Datura is like, okay, it's okay to ask for help, but remember, you got to go beneath the surface. Dive deep. Go within. In the depths of your darkness, that's where you're going to find your brightest light. Truly. Absolutely. So what can you admit to yourself and to others, right, that is going to bring a new sense of honesty to your life, a new sense of awareness, right? So Datura is saying, cut through the murkiness and see like what is really going on. And that's discernment to yourself. Why do you have this anger? Why do you have this jealousy? Why do you have this long-standing resentment? Like, it's time to really dive deep and go within. So anyways, that's Datura. I want to look up Lily in the book because I know I'm focusing on asking for help, but sometimes like the guidebooks are so useful because it just gives you a different perspective. So Lily's magical specialities can also be angel invocation, divine assistance, divine love, divine beauty, entity clearing and protection. Dang. See, I didn't think about that. Like, do you ever meet somebody, or maybe yourself, that has this negativity that you just can't shake? And like, is it an entity attachment? I mean, that's not really like my cup of tea to talk about, but I mean, I do see that sometimes. Okay, Lily could also mean goddess alignment, harmony, ease, legal success, and safe and harmonious travel. But yeah, it just comes in with this message that you are never alone in the world. You're surrounded by helpful beings in your life, hopefully, sometimes, but definitely unseen in the spirit realm. So that's a great thing, because a lot of people don't really want to believe that there is a spirit world, you know, kind of intertwined with our physical world, but there definitely is. And if you open yourself to that, you'll have a lot more support that you are aware of in your life. So Lily also says, like, you know, ask for help, but release the need to control everything. Like, you don't have to do everything all yourself. We heard that yesterday too. You don't have to do everything yourself. So just say to yourself, help is everywhere for me right now. Help is everywhere. Whew. And then maybe it's a good time to call on that goddess, divine, feminine energy in a powerful way inside of you to help you kind of go within and deal with yo shit. All right, so let's grab this deck again. More cards, please. Okay, so I think what would look good, it would look good if we pulled 3 cards. Do we need 3 cards though? Let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna say maybe, because Forget-Me-Not jumped out of the deck with a message about having a new perspective. And it also came out with my least favorite garden companion, Morning Glory. So these are definitely still nighttime sky cards. So I love this because so far we only have these dark sky cards. Like, we are going to dive into our shadow and attend to that, what we label as darkness. Lily is like the morning sunrise sky. That's our angelic help coming in. So there is this light that we can tether to. So as you go in to deal in your shadow, deal with, deal in, you know, accept, integrate, transform, transmute. We can use a lot of different words here. As you attend to your shadow, you know, you can tether your energy to your light, to the things that you know you can come back to. Like, there's nothing to fear going into these emotions that you've been running from. There's nothing to fear. You'll know how to come back out of it. But yeah, sometimes you just have to give yourself permission to submerge into it. All right, and let's see what was on the other side of the deck coming in. Ooh. Dang. Okay, we got Crocus upside down. I'm gonna honor that because Crocus is all about cooling down. Like, and I think that's fabulous that I just said you'll know how to come back, but, you know, from your shadow work. But this to me says a lot of the shadow work that might be wanting to be addressed this week with the Scorpio full moon is anger. Good morning. It's anger. It really is. And that kind of goes back to Dahlia wearing a red dress at the beginning of this layout. Yeah, fire. What type of fire have you been trying to extinguish, but it still smolders within you, right? Kind of like a volcano. Like, it might not be erupting today on the island, but the potential lies there all the time. It's like, what's going to set you off? So just be aware of that. If this shadow work is something, you know, that it's going to be explosive, that's why you haven't wanted to deal with it. Crocus says you will be able to calm down. And don't let that fear of not being able to calm down, you know, be something that holds you away from dealing with this. So this is quite the interesting card mix. Crocus is also blues and purples. It's also very shadowy. It's a snow scene. There's a beautiful lady standing in front of a gazebo. During the winter, it's snowing. She's kind of, let me flip it around here. Yeah, she definitely is cooling down out there with the crocuses. in the snow. They're peeking out of the snow, but I'm going to leave it upside down because I feel like that definitely has some relevance. All right, so we are going to pull a few more cards. Oh my goodness, what do you think? What do you think so far? Like, what do you need more help with, more guidance as far as your shadow goes? Are you angry about anything? Let's take a sip of tea and think about that. So, Morning Glory, you know, that has a message to awaken to the magic. And Forget Me Not has like a new perspective. So if you haven't wanted to do your shadow work ever, maybe you just need to look at it in a different way. Instead of drudgery work, start looking at it how like it might benefit you. A fresh perspective. That's what these cute little forget-me-not flowers symbolize. Its magical specialities are clarity and focus, health, love, memory, organization, efficiency, perspective, and success. So I think today, it really just wants to encourage us, you know, that the solution that you are looking for is within. Like, if you've been wanting to change your life and, you know, you're doing the positive affirmations, you're doing the yoga, you're doing all the positive things, and it's gotten a bit better, but, you know, you'd still love it to be, like, way better. I think Forget Me Not is saying, like, yeah, but your new perspective is going to be from diving into your darkness and finding the love in the loveless places. Like finding the good perspective, the lesson in these situations that we have condemned in our life. Because it's really that judgment and that condemning that you did, that's the problem. So anyways, we are going to get answers. Forget Me Not saying like, yeah, you're going to get your answers, but you got to look at things in a different way. You got to see your challenges as opportunities. And yeah, we need to go within and release old belief systems. Release the limiting mental patterns. Yeah, this is all about patterns, isn't it? Yeah, I was thinking about that last night actually. Like, we have these bad habits of just falling back into our old patterns with people and ourselves, and that's why things never change. So Forget Me Not is saying keep your mind clear, just like Datura is saying, use discernment, have that clarity as you do this work. So I don't think the cards are going to give us any answers because it's like, yo, B, you need to do your own work. You need to go within. And, you know, let's talk about Morning Glory because it's funny that she came in. I curse her out in the garden every day, or at least once a week. But she does want us to awaken to the magic. But she also has a message of clarity. So we got lots of messages of clarity coming in with these dark skies that you can see the stars. That's an interesting thing about Dahlia, Forget Me Not, Morning Glory. You can see the stars in the sky. And that is a message of clarity. You know, it could be the darkest night, but if it's clear, you can see the stars. So take that in. Take that in. So Morning Glory also is about happiness, simplicity, harmony, intuition, divine guidance, being receptive, and, you know, just a message of relaxing too. So I love it. Let's see what Crocus says, and then, yeah, that's our kind of unclear but clear. It's clear. You have to do your work. Crocus's magical specialities, according to the Magic of Flowers companion book, is all about banishing nightmares, cooling violet violent, cooling violent
Dust it,
emotions, aggressive emotions. And it does have a message of
Cooling
happiness
down.
and wealth too. So I kind of feel like we're going to get to happiness and wealth and abundance and everything we want. But if we don't deal with this fire, this anger, if we don't attend to our shadow, we're just going to keep blocking ourselves from all these amazing things. So feel your feelings, go within, and you will be able to cool down these rages inside of you after you attend to the real reason below them, to what really happened. So ask for help if you need more clarity in seeing that. Like, your guides will offer you mirrors, will offer you signs and symbols, and hopefully really good aha moments that are going to be exactly what you need to let the shit go. So anyways, don't make any rash moves in your life per se, because this is all an inside job. So do nothing until you're calm and centered in your mind externally, okay? So as you're doing the shadow work, and maybe you have a support system around you that you could just say, listen, you guys, like, I'm going to be doing my shadow work this weekend, and, if I act a little odd, it's because of that. Just know that I'm doing that. Don't take it personal. I don't know. That would be awesome if you could do that. Because you don't really want to continue, you don't really want to ever say anything until you're clear and calm down. Like, that rage in the moment, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and clear this deck. And I'm going to see if we can head out of here with some more solutions. Or more light. But hey, ooh, okay, this one just jumped out. I'm probably going to just butcher this word. It's Agapanthus. This flower is amazing. The message, I get this card a lot. The message is one of impeccability. Agapanthus.
Oh, butcher.
Where is my
Agapanthus.
robot? This is an Egyptian woman. Looks like Isis or Hathor. She is standing in front of a dawn sky with just, oh my gosh, her posture is amazing. It just gently says impeccability, right? So as I'm saying, like, don't say anything until you're clear and you're sure, she's coming through to be like, absolutely, like, make sure that you, as Black-Eyed Susan is on the other side of the deck, stay grounded, and stay centered, and don't do anything that, I want to say, like, if it's not going to make you proud to do, try to just hold back on that. Like, yeah, you're dealing with your shadow. Doesn't mean that you have to be a raging lunatic. Like, you can still go about this in an amazingly beautiful, impeccable, respectful way. Because, God, if you embarrass yourself, you're just going to create another shadow for yourself. So be impeccable. Black-Eyed Susan is a tree woman. She is standing in front of growing in front of some Black-Eyed Susans. She is also going within. Yeah, her eyes are closed. Her branches are coming out of her hair. This is an amazing card, you guys. But she has a message to get grounded. Okay? So this is wonderful. And it's diagonal. It is diagonally laid out across from Lily. So Lily is saying, like, go up, go higher, ask for help. Black-Eyed Susan is coming through now to balance that. She's like, yeah, but ground your energy into Gaia. As you ask for help in the higher realms, ground your energy into Earth Mother. And so you can you can do this emotional work with your feet on the ground. Okay, last card, everybody. I'm just going to put the deck down and cut it in the middle so that, oh, it cut way at the top with Hyacinth. Okay, awesome. Awesome, and I'm putting the deck away. Putting the deck away, or this is going to turn into an afternoon show. So Hyacinth is irresistible attraction. Okay, here's how I see this. And it's these beautiful violet flowers. We're ending with this lighted green. We got a honeybee coming on the hyacinth. Just irresistible attraction, right? When we attune to our shadow, when we heal ourselves, when we clean up our energy, we are going to become irresistible to the energy that we are a match to. See, everything in your life right now, everything in my life right now, I have drawn to me. You have drawn to you. So if you like it, cool, then don't change anything. But if you would like it to improve or be different or more exciting or more loving or whatever it is, you do this with changing your energy. And then you don't even have to try to bring in the friend circle, the life circle that you want. It is pulled to you. Your opportunities can't stay away from you, right? Success, prosperity, wealth, abundance, bam, 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 it comes to you. But it's your energy that does this, not your actions, and you don't force things to happen. You allow them to happen with your energy. So I love, love, love that we are ending like this. That feels good to me because it's the best reminder that we can have any day of the week, right? To pull things in with our energy, be an energetic magnet. All right, let's look in the book real quick, and we'll just have a little more insight with these cards before we wrap it up.
The music means we're almost done.
All right, so agapanthus, that's the word I was drowning in. Agapanthus is the flower that says to be impeccable. So agapanthus, you know, she could also mean confidence, elegance, excellence. She could represent authority, intelligence, intuition, and inner knowing. So agapanthus is definitely a message for us that we are on a path of self-mastery, the knowledge of our own divinity. That's where you're at now. It's time to do your inner work. And it was so sweet for Black-Eyed Susan to come in and say to get grounded. So let's see what else she may want to mean. Let's see where she's hiding. She doesn't really hide in my garden. She's trying to take over. And she's great. I love her. So Black-Eyed Susan can also mean, well, she wants us to cleanse and release, right? So we want to attend to our shadow. Let's say this weekend. This could be our weekend, you know, our weekend warrior mission is to attend to our shadow. Or right now, start right now, cleansing and clearing, connecting with transitioned ones. She has that message. She has the message of grounding, integration, and mediumship. Wow. So it says here, the answer to your question involves becoming still for a moment and connecting with the ancient, nourishing energy of our loving and beloved Earth Mother. Feel your roots going deeply into the ground and drawing precious spiritual sustenance and serenity into your body and aura. Imagine the feel of the cool, dark, moist, nutrient-rich earth as it surrounds and encompasses your entire body. Allow yourself to relax into this feeling of being cradled and caressed.
No.
And allow all worries
Come.
and frenetic thinking
Come
to
here. Come here.
dissolve. Oh my God, I can't read
Everything's
anymore.
me.
So then it's saying, then come into awareness of your human body and just let yourself be held. Like, feel weightless for a minute, okay? You're being held by the ground beneath you. And you can focus on your root chakra, your womb area, and feel your connection to the womb of the planet. And notice that in that creative center, you possess access to all of the Earth Goddess's wisdom, serenity, and love. So that is a wonderful thing that you can do. If you feel tension in your body while you're doing this, just allow your deep breathing to move into it and release it. Because we hold our mental tensions in our body, so you could actually feel some tension. If your tension or worry doesn't dissolve immediately, smile to it, say yes to it, and allow it to be as it is. So just as we're going to feel our feelings as we do our shadow work, if some of these feelings manifest into physical sensations, feel into them, say yes to them, allow them, smile at them, just let them be as they are. They just want acknowledged, and relax and trust that you are perfectly supported in all ways. So that's a beautiful meditation to do. And yeah, if you really get into your shadow work, you're going to need to know how to access all the support from Gaia, from the higher realms, all of that. Okay, let's see if Hyacinth has anything else to say. It is all about irresistible attraction, abundance and luxury, attracting gifts. It's all about charm, irresistibility, glamour, and influence. So shout out to your life. Once you start doing this work, you're gonna influence everyone around you. Even if you don't say anything to anyone, you can still definitely make a mark, make an impact on everyone's life. So you will become an influencer as you increase your energetic quotient, to say, because you're doing your work, you're doing your shadow work, you're bringing in light, you're feeling good, you're being positive. You're going to attract good things to you and inspire others to do the same. And that is worthy, right? Being like, you're not just doing this for the highest good of you, but for the all, for everyone. When you do energetic work, all right, I'm going to put the book down. I'm just going to chat. Okay, when you do energetic work, it helps heal the earth. It helps heal everyone around you, because there's this thing called collective consciousness. We are all connected. So if you do your healing work, you're helping other people heal by setting the example and just putting that energy out there. Like I'd mentioned yesterday, I'm reading the book, Making Love to God. I know I still am rolling my eyes while I say that. But it was talking last night about how poisonous our negative thinking is. Like, you're either spewing positivity or poisontivity. You're either don't be spewing that poisontivity, yo. Don't be releasing negativity out into the ethers. The thoughts that you think do not just stay in your head. They go out into the energetic fields. So isn't that such good motivation to clean up your act and do good work? And, just, that's where that saying came, be the change that you want to see in the world. Yeah, because that's how you literally make it happen, by being it. So thank you, Hyacinth, for that reminder. That is so awesome. And, something that you may or may not know about me, this year, 131 days ago, I started doing the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and kind of not as reluctantly as I was when I ordered Making Love to God, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but I'm so happy that I'm doing it because it's helping me do my work too. It's helping me break down limiting belief systems. If you haven't heard of A Course in Miracles, certainly worth checking out. But anyways, the lesson today, lesson 131, is no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. So that's pretty cool to wrap your head around. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. So I haven't read the whole lesson yet, but don't think that this shadow work is going to be in vain. Like, if you reach for the truth, you're going to succeed. You're not going to fail. So whatever work you are doing, commend yourself on, feel supported, ask for clarity, look for that new perspective, look for the magic in this, look for the magic in your life. And if you make a commitment, do impeccable work for yourself, everything's gonna be, I want to say great, but maybe that's an overused, redundant word. Everything is gonna be worthwhile in a beautiful way. All your effort, all your attending is going to blossom into something beautiful for your soul and your realization upon this earth. So dang, there we have it. I hope you have a great day. I still don't know if I'm going to record on the weekends or not. Like, I was kind of talking to myself about that this morning, and basically kind of what I thought was, why not? Like, why not get up for something every day and do it for you, right? Just do it. Why not? So anyways, we may or may not meet again in 1 day or 3 days. Anyways, take care and good luck doing your shadow work.
Holy crap. That was the longest outro ever.
Shout out to my sponsor.
No.
What's
you be
up,
quiet.
Anchor?
All right. So when I heard the music, I got all excited because I thought we were done. And then it was an 8-minute long outro. All right. So that I definitely improved on. I definitely learned how to wrap up my podcast a lot better. Hey, why quit harassing me now?
What?
Why quit with the harassment now?
What?
All right, so that was Dive Into Your Shadow. That was a good one. That sort of set the tone for a lot of things that were going to happen later on in Herb Oracle. So I'm glad I listened back. I definitely improved my description, and I put in some links. I mentioned the Magic of Flowers as the Oracle deck. What else did I do? Oh, I linked to my Instagram and Facebook page, and I wrote, attend to your shadow, ask for help, see clearly, and start attracting a magical life, ... eventually after you deal with your shit and do your energetic healing work. Feel your feelings, never suppress. Ask yourself, what are your true motives in your life? Dive into your darkness fearlessly and see what you can admit to yourself and others. In your shadow, you will find your brightest light. Ask for help and know that help is everywhere for you, whether it is help with cooling down your fury or finding a fresh new perspective on your life. Release old belief systems and limiting mental patterns. Keep your mind clear, cool down your fire if it is out of control, and use your discernment as you go within. Get grounded and be impeccable with what you say and do. Did I miss anything? Like, I'm trying to do my description, so even if somebody didn't listen to the podcast, they would get the whole freaking point of the podcast just with the description. I don't really want to hold out here's the message, but I need to definitely chop that up into 2 paragraphs because that was a lot to read. Be impeccable with what you say and do. Maybe I'll just end with awaken to the magic. I like to end on a positive note. So that is why I got to go back, because someday when I'm super dead, I want my podcast descriptions to be good. I want my podcast descriptions to be good. All right, so let's pull us a card before we go to bed. I'm so excited to go to bed. It's 9:20. That's ridiculous. I could have went to bed at 6:30 today. All right, so on that note, awaken to the magic. Let me update my podcast, and then I gotta update my Instagram page and put it on Facebook again. All right, so then that's it. So that kind of is a lot. It's work, you guys. It's work to go back and listen to myself. That's weird for me. It's weird for me to sit here and be quiet. At one point I was bored with myself. At one point I was impatient. And did I embarrass myself tonight? Not really. Aww. Alright, so the card that we're getting to end our day is Chrysanthemum. However, she is reversed. So Chrysanthemum has a message for you to shine your light. See how there's light coming out of her hand. Beautiful crone. That'll be me. At the rate I'm going, that'll be me by the end of the year. Like, for real. That will be me by the end of the year. Good. Bring it. I like the silvers. But we got her reversed. So that to me says we're holding back on our light. And yeah, that's what it says to me. You could be shining more. You could be giving more. Why are you holding back? All right, maybe we'll find our answer on the top. So she was on the bottom. She like slid off real easy. We got impatience. I don't know if it was reversed or not because I just spun it around in my hands. So we'll just honor it upright. This is a message about divine timing. Ooh, good message. So it's kind of like not like harassing me while why I'm not shining my light. It's just saying when the time is right, right? You're not shining your light right now, but when the time is right, you will. So yeah, like right now, I sort of feel like that reverse chrysanthemum. Like I can shine and shine and shine all I want. People were blind, right? Like you be shining your light, people were just blind to it. Why? Because it's just not the divine timing. It's just not the divine timing for it to be seen right now. Maybe you need to dive into your shadow. That's what 002 is all about, diving into your shadow. So that was a good podcast. Good job, Sadie. That was a good podcast. Those were important messages. I did a whole 44. Is there a bug flying around me? I keep seeing something. I did a 44 live streams like 2 years ago or whatever, and it's called Shadow Clearing Work. So if you feel like you need to do more of your shadow diving, check it out because it's a gentle way to, what did I say, poisentivity, to tap into or acknowledge your poisentivity, your negativity inside of you, your shadow work. So I love Chrysanthemum reversed. I actually love getting this card upside down because look at her. She's diving into the shadow. She's diving into the darkness. She has lighted hands as she's diving down fearlessly. So that's what we have to do too. Like if there's any darkness inside of us, depression, anger, jealousy, what else did that podcast talk about? Anger. That's what the whole podcast was talking about, because although I was like, I don't know if I expressed it enough, but like the Crocus card is all about like you having this internal fury, being like pissed off about something, just like suppressing all your feelings. You're mad, you push it down, like eventually you're gonna rage. eventually you're gonna rage. So it's really important for you to get in there and shine the light in there, cool down, figure out why you feel so crazy, and just do your work. So anyways, that came in with divine timing. Like, now's the time. When should you do your shadow work? Now. You should start now. So anyways, yeah, I love getting chrysanthemum reverse. It's like, just dive in there. And it's cool that like impatience is like just watching her. Good job, chrysanthemum. Dive in there. Dive in there and do your work. All right, do we want one more card? This morning I had someone come in and ask a question. That was fun. And so I just ended up pulling her card. I keep getting glimpses of sunflower, you guys. That's how we should end our day, right there. All right, but that's not, I don't get to pick the cards like that. So one more message, and then I got to do my thumbnail. Not my thumbnail. It's not a thumbnail, Sadie. It's an Instagram post. All right. I don't need to make these videos a thumbnail because right before I go live, it's like, take a thumbnail, 3, 2, 1, and then you have to like try to like get in this like tiny little square, and that's my thumbnail. I'm not even trying to improve upon it. Nobody's probably gonna go back and watch these live streams because it's 70 freaking minutes already. Nobody can handle me for that long. Why? Because I'm Snapdragon. I'm just freaking assertive. No, I'm not. It says be more assertive. No, that's not even our card. Our card is on the top. Oh.
Yes.
I'm always touched when I get this card. It's an Neroli. So there's two white pigeons, and this card is all about harmonious partnerships, but it's reversed. So our partnerships, our relationships, our friendships, there's a bunch of them that are not feeling the harmony right now. They're feeling the positivity. Probably because there's a lack of communication. There's feelings that aren't being felt. There's a suppression of whatever, and it's just turning into resentment or anger, or hostility, or fury, or whatever. So when we get this card reversed, we really do need to like do something to make it better. Snapdragon is on the bottom. She's saying like you should take action, be more assertive and direct. So if something is not working in your partnership right now, be the one to make the first move. Maybe be the one to, if it's like kind of just dragging on and it should be ending or whatever, like be the one to like maybe do that. Like, why aren't we doing our paperwork yet? Or be the one who's like, listen, we really need to talk more. We need to really communicate more. There's something in our relationship that doesn't feel right. I'd like to be closer to you. What can we do? I don't know. Those type of things are coming in, which makes me want to pull one more card, and then I'm going to go to bed. At least that's what I'm saying I'm going to do. All right, so here we go. I love going to bed. Oh, I love going to bed. Every night when I finally get into bed, I climb in there and I go, I made it. I made it into bed. And then I stay up for 4 hours in my bed, reading, pulling cards, listening to music. I just like to be in bed. All right, so what can we do to help this relationship that is not feeling the harmony? Now, this doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. This could be like business, friendship, family, or yeah, it could be like your lover. Something's just not going great. What can we do? Ooh, we got Magnolia reversed and Hydrangea upright. Dang. Look how powerful these ladies are. So here is Magnolia. I wonder if I turn this light off. No, it still sucks. This is a good one right here. I'll do this one first. I'll also put my light back on, I guess. This is all about restructuring the pattern. So if you got something that ain't working in your life, like the reason it sucks is because you're in the bad habit of letting the old pattern repeat. Like, you're having like the same conversations, you're having the same responses, you're reacting in the same way. You're stuck in a pattern. So if you like it, great. If you don't like that pattern, then it's time to restructure it. So she's very Kuan Yin right now. She's got her manifestation energy swirling down here. See how this is like water? This is also like the emotional realm. Use your emotions and feelings to guide you, right? Because you want to be guided more towards things that feel good. So you want patterns in your life to develop that are feel good type of patterns. And then here we have this lighted rainbow spectrum coming. It almost looks like it could be going out, but I feel like today it's coming in. So we're like asking for guidance, then we're manifesting that in our life to restructure our patterns. So the really cool thing about the hydrangea plant is sometimes it has pink flowers, sometimes they're purplish, sometimes they're bluish. It all depends on the the pH of the soil. So if you like the pink blooms, leave your soil alone. If you wish that you had blue blooms, you change the pH of your soil. You can literally dictate what color flowers your bush has by changing or altering the pH of the soil. So just like the hydrangea bush, you also have the power to change your life. If you like your life, keep doing the same old, same old. If it ain't working no more, then it's time to change that shit. All right, so Magnolia, I gotta cheat on Magnolia. I can't remember what Magnolia is. I feel like it's like summoning your power, stepping into something. I have a cheat sheet. Heck yeah. That's how I nerded out. You guys, I get nerdy with it. Na. Stand in your power. I knew it had something to do with power. So stand in your power, but I think we got it reversed, didn't we? So that to me says in this disharmonious relationship, part of the problem is you have given over your power to this other person. You're no longer standing in your own power. And that's a problem. So in order for a partnership or a relationship or friendship or relationship to be harmonious, it needs to be equal. It works best when two healthy, beautiful, powerful people come together. It's full of equality and respect and things like that. Well, when this is reversed, it's like you're not standing in your power anymore. And you may have done it initially to be nice. Like, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, whatever you want to do, right? You just let them decide everything, or you let them be in control. But now it's really part of the problem. It really is. Dang, this message is starting to like just keep sucking. So, you need to take control now. If you have if you have a bad relationship, the first step to do is take responsibility for your part that you have played in it. No one's a victim. You have allowed it. If a relationship is bad, you have allowed it.
Bye, Jason.
So anyways, now it's time for you to realize that you have the power
I got flash.
to change it. And that could be staying and changing it. That could be improving upon it. That could be stepping into your power now. We're going to step into your power now. And you're going to leave the partnership, the relationship. But yeah, if you want to get these guys turned right side up as well, you have to empower yourself. You have to think that you're worth a healthy, harmonious relationship. All right. Ugh.
Like your friend.
Awful. Whose idea was it to pull cards? Anything else? Anything else from this deck before I go to bed? This is why I do this in the morning. Okay. Oh. All right. I really am signing off now with Narcissus, a message of self-love. So the reason that your relationship is completely effed up and disharmonious and not working right is because you didn't love yourself to where did she go? To stay in your own empowered state. So if you want harmonious, loving relationships in the future, it has to be from a place of self-love and self-worth and self-respect and self-esteem, and you need to be coming at that relationship with your cup full, right? So if you want to have anything to give somebody else, you got to have done your healing work. You got to be a whole person. You got to feel good about yourself. You got to understand yourself. So dive into your shadow. Do your healing work. Figure out why you don't have a self-esteem. Figure out what is broken inside of you. Shine the light in that broken, dark space. Do your healing work. Integrate all aspects of you.
Jason, push up.
Heal yourself. And then, and only then, will you be a whole, healed person that, can give completely. And then you'll have a good relationship. Until then, you'll just project your shortcomings, and you'll project your weaknesses, and you'll project your insecurities, and you'll project your anger, and you'll project all this bullshit into your relationships, and that's why you'll get that Neroli card reversed.
Maybe.
All right, well, I'm glad I understand that now. All right, so anyways, thanks for hanging out. Exhausting. That's what I would label this whole experience. All right, so anyways, thanks again. That was episode 002, Dive Into Your Shadow. It is really time for us to attend to our shadow. If it feels overwhelming, then ask for help. Ask for help so that we can see clearly and start attracting a magical life. Maybe I am going to fall asleep in my own podcast.
The dog?
All right. So anyways, there we go. See you guys. Bye.